Everyone, this I'm like 24, and before we go any further, I want to remind you to keep your phone vertical and click that full screen icon on the bottom right. Now today I've got a very interesting deck to show you that I didn't build it. I found it on Reddit, and I thought I'd give it a try because it looked super interesting, and it turns out it's actually extremely good. And I actually haven't lost I've only lost twice, and then I've lost like a ton of other times for to I'm guessing it's a hacker or something wrong with the game. But anyways, overall it's what is it, 5, it's 7, it's 2 out of 7 for now. But let me go ahead and show you the deck. It's super fun to play with, and that's not it. Let me go back. I think I had it with Yugi. Here it is. So basically, it's running the what is it, it's Knight of the Red Lotus as the primary card in it, and in this particular deck you run 2 Blackluster Soldiers, Sacred Soldier, 3 Knight of the Red Lotus, 3 Dai Grepher, 1 Gai The Fierce Knight, 3 Warrior Dai Grepher, 2 Symbols of Duty. If you have a third one, run the third one. I didn't have the third one, so I couldn't run it. 3 Mirror Wall, and 3 Beginning of Heaven and Earth. Now, the skill that I'm running is Destiny Draw, and what you want to do is you want to try to activate this card as soon as possible, and you send a Gaia, a Warrior Dai Grepher, and maybe a Knight Dai Grepher, or if you can, like in the very beginning, you can send two Knight Dai Greffers, and then a Gaia, and then after that, if you have the Red Lotus, you can actually special summon it in the next turn, and then go from there, and then go off, and then you could. But you do want to send the Knight Dai Grepher to the graveyard first before you start sending any of the regular Greffers, and the reason for that being is that whenever the Knight Dai Grepher is a light, and you always want to have a light removed for a Sacred Soldier. Otherwise, the first effect will not trigger. So you special summon the Knight of the Red Lotus, remove a Knight Dai Grepher, remove a Gai The Fierce Knight, then special summon the other Knight Dai Grepher, and then from there you can either go ahead and attack, try to take out a mirror wall that your opponent has, or whatever, or try to figure out what the opponent has in the spell and trap card, so on. And if you already know, if you're running another ability like Mind Scan or whatever, you can try to tribute for the Bloodluster Soldier, Sacred Soldier, and activate the effect to remove the problematic card, and then go from there. So let's go ahead and get into the replays, and that way you look at or you can see how the deck works. The first one I'm going to show you is a loss, but I'm going to go ahead and show you because it shows exactly how the deck is supposed to work. Unfortunately, it was I lost, but it was a really good game though. But lately I've been experiencing a lot of glitches, or I don't know if they're glitches or hackers or what it is, but I was playing in Platinum 2 and that would instantly lose. And it happened to me for like four times where ID ranked automatically without even playing a single game. Then I played a game and I won. Then the same thing happened again where I lost connection. I don't know why it's doing it. But anyway, on this particular... another thing that I wanted to tell you guys is that this guy, you can actually... I was thinking you can only special summon it, but you can also tribute a monster and activate the effect. Beginning... Go ahead and activate Beginning of Heaven and Earth. And I did get a Sacred Soldier and 2 Greffers. And because I already had a normal monster in the graveyard to begin with. And I knew his monsters were going to get destroyed because of the Phoenix. So I'll go ahead and remove 2, special summon the Lotus, activate effect, get a Grepher effect, and the Sacred Soldier's effect, and then get rid of the set card and then attack. And that's what's cool about the Sacred Soldier's effect. That you can activate it and it'll get you another monster. Well, it gets it from the graveyard, and you can just go into a loop. And actually, this wasn't the one that I lost, but anyways, it was the very first one. Maybe I forgot to record it, but the other game was really good too. This game was good as well, and you can just expect a lot of games like that when you're playing this deck, especially once you get it started. The deck just keeps going and going, and it just keeps going in a loop, and it overpowers your opponent to where they can't really do anything. Alright, so this guy, I mean, he does lock down my back row, but he doesn't have any follow-up or anything. He just summons another 16 Naturia, which I think he's running like a weird Naturia deck. He might be a beginner, he just started playing. And here I just set a monster so his Naturias wouldn't get a buff. And he's tributes for Hydrangea, activate effect, or activate Mirror 1, Hydrangea gets destroyed. And here I can tribute for the Red Lotus, and then Red Lotus activates effect to bring him back. And then I can just attack for game. I think I may have recorded one too many replays, and I really wanted to show you that loss, because that loss was like, it was a really good game, but oh well. Playing against a Weevil, and if you face against, or if you play against a Weevil, the Weevils, they can't really do anything against the deck, because you have Symbols of Heritage, and you can just tribute. You have a lot of tribute cards, so where if they activate a mask, you just tribute that monster, so that mask doesn't really do absolutely anything. And here, I'm not sure why he's running the Stray Lamps. So I do activate beginning, and I do get three normal monsters. And luckily he didn't select the Gaia, so they all go to the graveyard, and I can special summon the Red Lotus next turn. And this deck can just swarm the opponent so fast. And they can get like, you can make it to where it's an OTK extremely quick. He does have another mask, but I think I have symbols. Yes, I have Symbols of Duty, so it doesn't really matter. And I can still activate the effect. And here I was thinking I was gonna Symbols of Duty the Knight of the Red Lotus, but I forgot it has to be a normal monster. So I go ahead and send the Grepher and get the Red Lotus back, and he surrendered. I don't know why it says fell there, but I get the Lotus, and then I just attack for game. Well, I was gonna attack for game, but he surrendered. Alright, my hand isn't that great, but I do have a Mirror, which is decent. And then after I played this game, I noticed that I don't have any any twisters to counter the balloons or the pumpkins. So I do have to fix that and maybe change the deck a little bit. But I do have a Mirror Wall, so his Rigorous Reverb gets destroyed. And here I'm just doing damage since he doesn't have a hand. And there goes the Red Lotus just triggering, and you can do so much damage with it. I think that Red Lotus is becoming one of my favorite cards now. It can make it to where the decks run super fast, and I'm pretty sure that you can make a deck around it to where you can mill and get it faster, or maybe run Restart and get the the Heaven and Earth card. And activate it as soon as possible. The reason I'm running the Destiny draw is because I only have the 2 symbols of duties, and whenever I take 2,000 damage, I want to go ahead and be able to search it or be able to search another key card. Alright, so I did get the beginning of Heaven and Earth, so that's really good. I can just go ahead and send the normal monsters out. And here, I knew he had this face down. That's why I tried to get him to activate it as soon as possible. The Super Rush Headlong. And then I just attack over it. Because I didn't think he had 2 of them. Then he attacks into a mirror wall, which ends the game. Alright, so that's it for the replays, and I think I recorded 1 too many replays. I didn't record that loss, but I did lose, like I said, I think it was like 2 that I lost. Now, the deck is extremely fun, and let me go ahead and show you show you the deck list once again for those of you that didn't get it that first time. There it is. If you want to go ahead and take a screenshot or do whatever it is that you want to do with it. If you have the 3 symbols, go ahead and run 3 symbols. I don't know what you would take out. Maybe just a standard Grepher or a mirror wall. But for now, this seems to be working for me, and I do have to try to make some space for a twister, because you do want to have an out for the balloons or the pumpkin. And let me know in the comment section below if you want to see more gameplay of this deck, because I really do want to play with it a little bit more. I'm currently Platinum 2. And I do want to keep playing with it, but just let me know if you want to go ahead and get me to save the replay so you guys can see them. And when it comes to the current event, the Paradox Brothers, I haven't really had any time to play. I still haven't even played a single time against them. The only thing that okay, tap the left button to switch between the because like I said, I haven't played at all. The only thing I've been doing is I think I went through the bots, like half of them, and then waited until it got refilled, and then went through the full thing, and then I started recording recording the replays or saving the replays and playing it on rank. But I haven't really had any time to do the event, so most likely I won't have any time until Saturday to do any type of anything with the event, and hopefully it lasts until Saturday, because otherwise I won't be able to get any of the super rare cards out of it, because I won't be able to farm it. But that's going to be it for today. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them down in the comment section below. And if you like this video, go ahead and leave a like. And if you're enjoying my content, go ahead and do subscribe. And do let me know whether you want to see more replays of that deck. And I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow.